How do you know the difference between a life calling and an ego-driven desire? I know that was something that I had a hard time distinguishing when I first started on this journey of living my truth and discovering what that really was. And there's some very clear differences between life calling and egoic wants or ego-driven desires. So one feels like it's truly feeling expansive and it's really calling on you. It's something that you can't stop thinking about and envisioning. So it's already something that you can, in your mind's eye, see and feel and perceive that it's possible, but maybe you're not living it yet. And it's often something that you could do regardless if you get paid for it or not, if you didn't have to worry about money, if you didn't have to worry about reputation and being accepted and all that stuff. And if you're able to for just a second or two actually tune into this idea of something expansive that you envision for yourself, and notice that the biggest part of it is actually the sensation it gives you, the feeling of I'm gonna guess it's some kind of feeling of freedom and being finally able to be yourself, being finally able to live life, not having to pretend being something you're not having to achieve something, or just for the sake of proving your worth and making a living. So if we look deeper into this, a life calling is really something that you already are, that you are meant to embody and share with the world. You are really meant to experience your true essence, undistorted by all the ego-driven fluff around. And that is what you are supposed to share with everyone, because we all have things that we are naturally called to do, naturally good at, naturally drawn to, and the purpose is to use this to reach our true nature, to become our truth, to peel away all the distortions, all the things that we are not, and experience ourselves as what we are. And this is why it feels so expansive and like freedom to think about these things, because they are truly the closest thing you get to experience in this body as being who you truly are, expansive, unlimited, and as close to love and joy as you can be in this body. And so let's now look at the opposite of it, which is ego-driven desires. And that can be defined as things we are chasing based on a belief that we are trying to become something that we not already are, not already whole, not already complete, not already worthy, not already able to be not already able to experience joy and love, not already have something to share with the world that is of value. These are all the things that are limiting us to a persona, to an identity, something we have to become in order to prove our worth and to make a living. And a lot of us, and myself including, when I first started on the journey of adulthood, we end up, or we begin by chasing a means for a living in all the distorted places. we think that we have to create an identity in order to create a living. And that's what messes us up. While some people, they are naturally called to follow that passion, that joy, and create a living based on something that is just naturally joyful and loving to them. One example could be dancers. They simply choose to create a living dancing, right? And you could say that there's many unhappy dancers out there, and there's many dancers that don't succeed and all that stuff. Yes, because it's so easy to become entangled in that egoic chase, and instead of following that passion, that calling, that joy, we make choices that are actually taking us off our true path. So you could actually be following a calling to a degree, but still become entangled in egoic wants and likes and dislikes on your path, and not ending up living your life purpose, which is being your true essence, which is being love and joy and sharing that with the world. Your calling could be to be a mother and still keep searching and be in that situation, but end up searching after everything else than you already are, instead of being present in your calling, in what actually gives you joy, because you think that you're meant to achieve something else, because you think that you're meant to create a living in a different way. So you could actually already be living your life calling, but dress it up with egoic likes and dislikes and wants and not wants, and end up not living your life purpose by not being present to what you already have, what you already are living and could be embodying today, because you think you have to achieve something else that you're not already doing, that you have to do it in a different way that is maybe more identity driven, something that you think you have to prove instead of what you're already doing, that is actually maybe by itself very fulfilling to you, but it doesn't feel like it's enough because of something within you that feels not enough, or because you're insisting on doing it in a way that is not authentic to you, that is more to prove something, to fit in within something, instead of actually being present with that calling and living your life purpose, which is living your truth. So the way I see it, the real job here is not to find your life calling, but it's to see through all the ways you are distorting what you already are, which is keeping you from living your truth, which is making you believe that what you already are and what you already could be doing today, which is of value or joy to you, is not possible or is not good enough as it is, which is all the egoic driven desires and shoulds and have tos and all of that. Everything you think you have to become in order to become better, good enough, worthy of being something you already are. You're already whole. You're already it. You can already live your life purpose today. And your life calling. Which is basically just following joy.